Here is an evidence as captured from the field as one parent filed a complaint in the division about the grade in ESP and the rating obtained in the observed values. In view of this, the cornerstone of the 4 core values in ESP for Batang Caviteño is designed, contextualized, and will be implemented to address the issue. This project identified and enumerated the different mechanisms on how to embed this adapted core value among learners in schools, home, and community through ESP teaching. It will capacitate the school heads and master teacher skills to improve teacher skills on assessing the learners on the level of practice and competencies in ESP, as well as the core values. Objective: increase the level of practice of school heads, master teachers on creating a student-centered climate in relation to 4 core values of learners. At least 20 schools in Cavite Province established mechanisms on the core values for ESP behavioral assessment at the end of October school year 2019-2020 through the implementation of Project Cornerstone of the 4 core values of Batang Caviteño. An output of the program implemented for the 20 pilot schools in the division of Cavite. Outputs: train school heads and master teachers on the cornerstone of the 4 core values in ESP for Batang Caviteño. Enhance school heads and master teacher skills on mechanisms and mode of verification on the cornerstone of the 4 core values in ESP. Develop feedback mechanism and assessment tool for learners for the cornerstone of the 4 core values. Expected outcomes: enhancing school head skills on creating a student-centered learning climate, specifically creating a mechanism on how to practice the competencies in ESP or core values in school that will result to effective delivery of learning in ESP and effective assessment on the core values. Milestone 1. Result of survey forms on the assessment of 4 core values, FGD on the ESP program implementation. Milestones 2. Trainings for the school heads and master teachers on the cornerstone of the 4 core values for Batang Caviteño. Implementation of the cornerstone of the 4 core values for Batang Caviteño. Mechanisms: TEAM, Team. T. Teach the ESP. Teach the competencies from curriculum guides. Agreed on values to promote in our values education program. Values in terms of behaviors that can be observed in the school, family, and community. Help pupils admire the values, desire to possess them, and become committed to them. Help pupils practice the core values so that they become habits. And approach to classroom and school discipline is centered on developing pupils' intrinsic commitment to doing what is right. E. Enforce the ESP. Values are regularly integrated into instruction in all subject areas and at all grade levels. Infused throughout the school days. Foster caring attachments between adults and students. Take steps to prevent peer cruelty and deal with it effectively when it occurs. And provides pupils with repeated and varied opportunities for moral action. A. Advocate the 4 core values. Recognition for good values, include in planning, receiving staff development for, and carrying out the school-wide values education effort. Involvement of representatives of the wider community. Involvement of members of the community in efforts to model and promote the qualities of 4 core values in the community. M. Model the 4 core values, modeled by staff in their interaction with pupils. Design the values education program, especially gaps between the school's professed values expectations and observed behavior in the school. Our school asks staff to report periodically and include assessment of pupils' 4 core values as part of our report card.